The Kremlin has officially announced that peace talks between Russia and Ukraine are now on pause, blaming European nations for obstructing progress, even as Moscow insists it remains committed to dialogue. Speaking to reporters in Moscow on Friday, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said that while communication channels between negotiators remain functional, it is more accurate to describe the current stage as a pause in talks. Peskov went further, accusing European countries of hindering dialogue, declaring that Russia remains ready to pursue peaceful negotiations, but cannot ignore what it views as deliberate obstruction from the West. Listen in to his full statement.
Of course, you can't wear rose-colored glasses and expect the negotiation process to yield lightning-fast results. And I would like to remind you probably of the words of President Trump, who also said that at first he thought that it would be possible to settle everything in one moment, but then he realized that more time was needed for this. The Russian side maintains its readiness to follow the path of peaceful dialogue and peaceful searches for ways to settle the situation. But the fact that the Europeans are hindering this is indeed true. It is no secret to anyone.
The development comes as U.S. President Donald Trump's diplomatic efforts appear to falter. Despite a flurry of initiatives, including hosting Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, Moscow has pressed forward with its military offensive. Last week, Russia launched its largest aerial assault on Ukraine since the war began, killing several people and setting a government building in central Kyiv ablaze, underscoring the widening gap between rhetoric and battlefield reality. Despite U.S. and European diplomatic maneuvers, Russian President Vladimir Putin has effectively ruled out a direct meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who has repeatedly stressed that a summit is essential to break the deadlock. 3 rounds of direct peace talks in Istanbul, held over the past year, have failed to produce tangible results, aside from large-scale prisoner exchanges that offered brief moments of relief, but no path toward a permanent ceasefire. Russia has maintained a series of hardline demands, most notably that Ukraine fully cede the eastern Donbas region, parts of which are still under Moscow's control, a position Kyiv has flatly rejected. Kyiv, instead, is pushing for European troops to be deployed as peacekeepers on Ukrainian soil, a move Moscow finds unacceptable, warning that such involvement would escalate tensions further. For now, with peace talks paused, accusations flying, and attacks escalating, the conflict shows little sign of de-escalation, raising urgent questions about the future of negotiations and the prospect of peace in the region. Stay with the Indian Express for continuous coverage, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more updates on this developing story.